Good morning, welcome. We're going to start out class with some silent meditation. So you can take a block or a bolster or a blanket and maybe set it right up under your hips. Since we'll be sitting here for just a moment, this helps to bring the knees lower than the hips and allows you to stay in this cross-legged position a little bit longer. So we'll start cross-legged if that's comfortable for you. And just close the eyes. We're going to work with a mudra this morning. And a mudra is just a hand gesture that invites in a little bit of intentional, energetic shift into the body. Our mudra is going to take the ring and the middle finger and place them in contact with the meaty part of the thumb. If you're a teacher, sometimes you call this the quiet coyote. So the thumb is touching middle and ring finger, and then we're going to extend the pointer and the pinky finger and place them on our thighs and close the eyes. And this mudra is really good for digestion, not just physical digestion, but mental digestion. So when we've got a lot on our plates, when we've got a lot that we're chewing on, which right now, I think every person that I know has a lot on their plate. So this helps with working that through, digesting all the things we're trying to process. So we'll enjoy this mudra, resting the backs of the hands on the thighs, closing the eyes. And we'll start out with silent meditation, just becoming connected to our breath. Rooting through the sit bones, rising through the spine, and just take notice of your breath. All your awareness to the breath. And if your mind drifts away, bring it back to the breath without judgment. Just notice that it's drifted away and bring it straight back to following the breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Returning to the breath. Now bring your hands to meet at heart center. Begin to rub the hands together pretty vigorously, creating some heat there. And when you feel a nice rich warmth, place your hands gently over your eyes. Take a breath in. Let it go. Allow your hands to descend. Gently blink your eyes open. You can continue to sit up on your prop here if you'd like, or feel free to move it out of the way. And we'll just elongate the spine as usual. Take a breath. We're going to walk the right hand behind us on the fingertips. Inhale the left hand straight up in front of you. Exhale, twist to the right. Gentle twist. You can lift up your back fingertips, See where your spine goes naturally on its own, and then release the fingers back down, settling in here to a gentle twist. Let the shoulder blades draw down. Inhale. Exhale, release towards center. Take the left fingertips behind you. Inhale the right hand straight up in front. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, removing the back fingers from the floor, seeing where your spine tends to go on its own, and then rerouting through the fingertips. Let the knees come down, let the shoulders come down. Check in with your breath. Even and easy breath. Inhale. Exhale, turn towards the center. I'm going to remove my blanket here. Let's lean back just a little bit. Change the cross of the legs. Plant your fingertips out to the sides of the hips. And inhale, take your left arm up and over the body, creating as much space as you can through the left side body between each rib, between the ribs and the hip. Inhale, take it to the other side. Left fingertips find the earth. Right hand reaches up and over. And switch sides. Take it through each side one more time. Nice and fluid, opening the side body. And return back to center. Plant the fingertips outside of the hips, root. Take a breath. And let's walk over the front of our legs, coming into a fold. Stretching the hips. Allow the head to come down. Neck becomes long and releases towards the floor. Walk your hands back. Long spine, take the hands behind you. Again, let's change the cross of the legs so we're back where we started. And then we'll walk our fingertips forward, stretching the opposite side. Check in with your breath. And walking back, long spine. We're going to actually roll over our crossed shins and come into tabletop position. From tabletop position, check in on your alignment. Make sure your shoulders are over the wrists, hips are over the knees, fingers are nice and spread, pointer fingers pointing at about 12 o'clock. Let's tuck the toes. And just add some slow, methodical rocking. So we're leaning back, stretching out the bottoms of the feet, and then coming forward. Shoulders may come over the wrist just a little bit to really get a stretch in that wrist crease. Rock it back. And forward. Take your time here, move at your own pace. See what feels good. One more round. And make your way to center. Untuck the toes. We'll add some cat-cow here. Inhale, bring that forehead up, tailbone up, drop the belly. Exhale, push away, round the spine. Again, inhale, look up. Belly drawing towards the earth. Exhale, push away. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And return to your neutral spine. Let's extend the left arm long, right leg long behind us. Toes pointing down to keep the hips nice and even. And you can stay here and just work on this balance if you'd like, drawing the belly in. Or feel free to add some movement. So we'll inhale for length. Exhale, crunch in, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come in nice and tight, little ball. Inhale, nice and long. And release. Let's sit back on the heels for a minute, shake out the wrists. Maybe a little up and down, side to side. Make your way back into tabletop. We'll extend the right arm long, left leg long, toes point down. Again, you can always stay right here and just work on this. Inhale for length, exhale, crunch. Inhale, long. Exhale, contract. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, reaching. Exhale, release. Bring the toes to touch, knees nice and wide, pull back, child's pose. Find your breath. Feel the ribs expanding towards your thighs, heart space reaching towards the ground. Come up on your fingertips, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Feel that stretch through the left side body. Allow your left shoulder to descend. Come back up on the fingertips, walk it out to the left side of the mat. Sinking in. Right shoulder drawing back down towards the earth. And make your hands back to center and rise up into tabletop. From here we tuck our toes, taking the hips high down dog. Pedal, bending and straightening one leg and the other. Come to stillness, drawing the heels down towards the mat. They don't have to touch. You can always keep a nice soft bend in the knees. Fingers spread. Down dog. Inhale the right leg high, bend your knee, stack your hips. Big stretch through the right hip flexor. Level out the hips. And draw your right foot up between your hands, coming into this low lunge. We're going to drop our back heel in. Rise up strong, warrior one. Nice bend through the front knee. Back leg is long and rooted through the pinky side edge of the foot. Hips pointing forward. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, sink back in, maybe a little deeper this time. Inhale. Exhale, release down to the mat. Step it back, plank pose. From here, you can either stay in plank or drop down to your knees. We're going to draw the elbows back, slowly lower all the way to the belly. Leaving your hands at the side of the chest. Inhale, cobra. Elbows draw back. Exhale, release the forehead down. Take it back, down dog. 3 breaths in down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Keep on going. You can pedal it out here if you need, or just find stillness. Inhale the left leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hip, open that hip flexor. Bring the hips parallel to the ground. Step your left foot between your hands. Find that low lunge. Dropping the back heel towards the center of the mat. Rise up, warrior one. Inhale, straighten through the front leg. Exhale, bend in. Very nice. Exhale, both hands come to the mat. Step it back, plank pose. Hold your plank, 2 breaths. Again, you can choose to stay in plank or drop down to your knees. And then we'll lower down all the way to the mat. Elbows draw back. Release. Inhale, push into the hands, cobra pose. Exhale, release the head. Tuck the toes, draw it back, down dog. 3 breaths. Look up between your hands, gently walk your way up to the top of the mat, arriving in a forward fold. Allow everything to hang nice and heavy. Maybe grab opposite elbows just to add a little extra traction here. Hang. If this is firing up your quads too much, take a little bend. You can allow your chest to rest right on your thighs and then let the arms hang. Shake the head yes and no. If you're still carrying something into class here, let it roll right off your shoulders, falling onto the mat. Let it go, let it go. Maybe rock gently back and forth on the feet. Really establishing some rooting here. Allow your arms to release, bend the knees generously, and slowly scroll up to standing. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale the arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take 4 rounds of half sun salutations. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees here and scroll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Again, you can bend the knees and scroll up, or perhaps just go for a reverse swan dive. Nice, strong spine. Exhale, hands to the heart. So your choice on the rise there. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Gather up all the goodness for today. Root it in the hands. Exhale, bring it to the heart. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine, chest parallel with the ground. Exhale, fold. This time, let's bring the toes to touch, sitting the hips back and finding chair pose, Utkatasana. Squeeze those thighs together. If this is ever too much on the shoulders, bring the hands right to the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rise up, straight legs, hands to the heart. Take a breath. Let it go. Gorgeous. We're at the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold in. Find that half lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. Drop in the heel. Rise up, warrior one. Take a breath. On the exhale, open to the side, warrior two. Arms are reaching away from each other. Gravity is not affecting them. They're energetically being pulled to the sides. Amazing. Inhale. Exhale, windmill it down. Take it back, down dog. 3 breaths. Look forward, step your right foot between your hands, drop the back heel in, rise up, warrior one. Hips forward, rooting in both legs. Inhale, exhale, opening to the side, warrior two. Reaching, chest is open, arms reaching, back leg rooted. Check out that front knee, maybe guide it out towards your hip just a little bit. You want that knee tracking towards the second toe. Inhale, exhale, take it down. Down dog, 3 breaths. Enjoy your down dog, pedal it out. Shake the tail around if you need. Rise up on the toes if you need. Be curious what feels good in your body. Test it out. All right, inhale that right leg high. Bend your knee, stack the hips. Level the hips, step it through. Drop the back foot in. We're just gonna open right up to warrior two. Find that beautiful expression, strong warrior two. From here, we'll straighten this front leg. Begin to extend the right arm forward, dropping in to triangle pose. So your arms are stacked. If you can't reach the ground, you can always gently rest your hand on your front shin. Right hip is drawing back into socket. You can look up towards the top hand. If your neck is an issue, just take your gaze down. Triangle. Strongly and energetically root the feet into the mat, and then from the strength of your core, rise up. Reverse your triangle. Left hand gently resting on the back thigh. Right hand reaching straight up. Coming back into warrior two and bring it down, down dog. 3 solid breaths. Rich, nourishing breath. Filling the body with prana. Hands rooted. Chest towards the thighs, thighs toward the back wall, hips high. Inhale the left leg high, bend your knee. Stack those hips. Hips parallel to the ground, step it through. Left foot to the top of the mat, drop your right heel in. Open up, warrior two. We've already been here several times. It's imprinted in the body. Straighten the front knee, drop it in, triangle. This is another place where you can use blocks if you need. Helps you to feel the position. Don't fear the blocks. Long spine, rooted feet. Root down, feel those feet reaching right into the earth and rise up. Reversing your triangle. Dip back into warrior two. And windmill it on down to the mat. Stepping back, down dog. Let's come to the knees. Take the knees wide, find child's pose. Rise back up, tabletop position, tuck the toes, finding down dog. Step the right foot forward, left foot follows, fold in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sink back in, again bringing those toes to touch, a little bit of space between the heels, sit it down, chair pose. Squeezing the thighs together. Hips sit low. You can always bring the hands to the heart or stick them out a little bit further in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, rise. Hands rest at the heart. Let's find tree pose. So really root through the feet, standing in mountain pose, maybe rocking back and forth. Balls of the feet, heels of the feet, and then finding solid footing. Inviting that earth energy up through the whole channel of the body and shooting out the top of the head. Root through that left foot. Right foot rests somewhere along the inner channel of your left leg. So you can even kickstand here like this. Maybe you rest at the calf, or maybe you bring it right up to the thigh. Your choice. Find your balance. Take your gaze on the floor, maybe 6 feet in front of you to help with balance. We'll inhale both arms straight out in front of us and overhead. And just feel yourself growing in tree pose. Slowly lower the hands down to the heart. Take a breath. Let it go. And gently release your foot. The released foot is now your foundation. So maybe rock back and forth a little bit more if you need to. Then root. Long, strong leg. And find your resting place for your left foot, wherever it is, along that long rooted leg. Find your balance. Maybe take your drishti to the ground, 6 or so feet in front of you, something that's not moving. Inhale the arms straight out in front of you and up overhead. Find breath. Invite it in. Breathe it out. Hands meet. Lowering down slowly. Calmness at the mind. Calmness with the words. Calm and open heart. Take a breath. And slowly release out of tree pose. Shake out the legs. Shake out the ankles, whatever you need here. Maybe roll out the ankles. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, reach up high, proud, strong, tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. We're just going to step it back from here and then come onto our knees. Swing those legs around. Bring them out straight in front of you. Long legs, Dandasana, drawing the feet back towards the face. You can bring your hands slightly behind you to the outside of your hips, just a little bit behind you. Root through the legs, open the heart. Come back to neutral spine, and we'll walk forward, folding over the extended legs as much as you can here. So maybe you can grab your feet. Maybe you're way up here. If you can't sit up straight in this pose, bend your knees slightly until your chest rests on your thighs, and then grab the outside of your feet and energetically slightly push the feet away so you feel a stretch through the spine. Another option is to use some blocks at the outside of your legs and rest there. for support, bringing the earth up to you. So whatever expression you're in, just release. Let the spine round. Let the head release. Slowly walk your way back up to a long spine. Take the hands outside the hips and behind you. Open that heart again. Back to center. Take your feet to the edges of your mat. Come up on your heels. And we'll just do a couple windshield wipers. Beautiful. Let's drop both knees over to the right. And we'll sit up on it. So you've got two 90-degree angles here, if that feels okay for you. And then you're gently going to twist to the right. Gentle, gentle twist. And then we'll walk back through windshield wiper a couple times. And then allow both knees to fall over to the left, finding those two 90-degree angles with the legs, resting at center, and then taking a gentle twist over that left thigh. So we're not really folding over, we're just long spine and twisting towards the left. Unwind, windshield wiper once or twice. Nice. And then we'll come back up. Bring the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. Let's open those feet up like a book. Give them a little stretch. And then gently take your thumb and pointer finger, press into the big toe. Press into the second toe. Middle toe. All the way down. Make sure you don't skip that pinky. Give it a squeeze. Press the thumbs into the ball of the foot. And then one fingerprint at a time. Press in, walking your way through the arch of your foot. Breathing and giving care to our foundation here. Hard-working feet. Again, open those feet up. And allow yourself to fall forward. Elbows go wide. Forehead's coming down towards the feet. Rounded spine. Head hanging heavy. If you'd like, you can take a block and rest it on your feet. You can always do that and rest your head there. Just release. Let the hips open. And make your way back up to a long spine. Draw those knees together. We'll find boat pose for just a moment. So grab back the backs of your thighs and begin to lean back till you come onto that sacrum. Maybe your feet hover off the ground. This is an excellent place to begin. If you want a little more, bring the shins parallel to the mat. Maybe letting go with the hands. Some of you may be able to extend your legs. I can't do that right this moment, but if you've got that in your practice, go for it. Find breath. Draw in the belly. 2 more breaths. It's okay if you're shaking. I'm shaking too. Release the feet to the mat and we'll make our way onto our backs. Just release all the way. Take your arms up overhead, legs long. Point the toes, reach through the fingers. Gorgeous. Plant those feet on the mat by your hips. Take a small bridge, just a little lift. pushing into the feet. And then set the hips back down. Take your right leg up. Take your arms up overhead, finding length in the arms. Allow your extended leg to slowly lower down to the mat. Slowly, slowly. And as you're lowering, feel your whole right side body becoming nice and long. And the leg finds the floor. Reach through that heel. Accentuate the stretch to the right. Yeah. All right, plant your right foot. Hug your knees in. Do some circles on the sacrum here. Take your circles the other way. All right, release your feet back down towards the mat. This time taking your left foot straight up. Arms reach overhead. And slowly lower. Being mindful of the fact that we're trying to extend this whole left side. Reaching through both arms. And big length through the left side. Reaching through the heel when you find the floor. Take a breath. Plant your feet. Hug them on in. Hug the knees in. Wrap your arms around them. Find those circles again. Both ways. And then take your feet up to the sky, finding happy baby, drawing the knees down towards the elbows. And your choice if you want to stay in this static position or add some rocking back and forth. Your body is very wise. Listen to what it is wanting and give it that. From here, bring the soles of the feet together. Draw your head up slightly. Knees are going wide. Little crunch. Release the head. Release the feet. Take the legs long. Get out any little wiggles that you need so you can be comfortable in Shavasana. Take some space between the ankles, feet fall out. Arms at your side, palms face up. Let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Draw it in. Let it go. One more big, rich, vibrant breath through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Shavasana. And this is your home practice, so you're more than welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Just reach over and turn the computer off. Take as much time here on the floor as you can. Rest is needed. Otherwise, invite a nice rich breath into the chest, feeling expansion to the sides, to the front and the back, and then let it go. Take another breath just like that. This time, expanding the rib cage and letting it spread out straight through all of your limbs, fingers and toes. Feeling your body with prana. Exhale. Add some gentle physical movements, maybe taking the thumb and tapping it on each of the fingertips. Rocking the head from side to side feels really nice. Maybe taking the tongue across the teeth. When you feel ready for larger movements, take your arms straight up overhead, point the toes, reach through the fingers, maybe hike one hip up and then the other. And then come to stillness. Take notice of which side is feeling more open after your practice today and roll off to that side. Allow your head to rest on your extended arm. Couple breaths here. And at your own pace, make your way back up to a nice, easy seated position. Feel free to leave your eyes closed if you'd like. We'll find that mudra again of bringing the ring and middle finger together. Apana Mudra. Extending the pointer and pinky fingers. Inviting in calm, allowing those things that have accumulated on our plates to move through, to digest, as we say. Breathing evenly in and out through the nose. Two more breath cycles. Bring those hands to meet at heart center. Take a slight tuck of the chin. In gratitude for your practice, bow in. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in your exquisite practice. It's an honor. Namaste.